G'day and welcome back to the last episode of Mitch's Adventures for All for 2024. Now, as I'm sure you can probably tell by the quality, the sound quality, and the fact that I'm driving, we're doing this off the in-car camera at the moment because my phone, which is my personal phone, just doesn't have the storage. It's not happening. Hopefully I can come up with a temporary solution for the rest of the video and we're not all just doing it off this camera. But yeah, heading out, got over Canberra ways today and meeting up with cameraman Pat again. So yeah, hopefully all pans out and hopefully you stick around and enjoy the last episode of 2024. Righto, so we've met up with Pat. His D-Max is parked just there. We're getting ready to head off to the track. We'll see if we survive. Hopefully we do. But, alright, I'll see you down the road. So I'm not certain on the sort of quality that this video is going to currently be because we're just driving along a stretch of dirt track that takes us to the campsite. Oh, sorry about the call there. Rough as guts, getting bounced around a lot. And I can see the camera just bouncing around. There might be a section where I can show a bit more. I have got another camera that I'll be able to put up, hopefully. But yeah, so far it's just been past few Ks, first gear, cruising along, up and down. It's not really anything that, well, majorly damage the car. Things like corrugations, great way to find out if you've got loose bolts. Corrugations will rattle the shit out of everything. And a lot of sharp rocks. And I'll be honest, I haven't spent the hugest amount of money on my tyres, so I don't want to test out how strong they are. But yeah, we've been going for a fair while. Like first gear, not very often clocking 20k an hour. But yeah, you know, I'm living my best life. Just cruising along. I got Pat up in front of me. Apparently there's supposed to be a section that's going to be 4 drives only, and so if we find that, I will see if I can record some of that, and we might jump out and record then. But for now, I'm just going to keep cruising along, and I'll get back to you later. Right, so we've been driving for a bit, and I'm assuming some of you have noticed from the camera, I'm not actually in the 4-door today. I've brought the 2-door along. We've got a bit of low range work that we're going to do, and the Steed is currently struggling with engaging low range, so I thought I'd bring this on. This is one I've been doing a lot of updates on. It's nowhere near finished, but it's still in the job so far. We're going to test out how the camp setup goes tonight, and I'll give you a bit more of an update when we're back in camp. Just to see if you can see a bit, I know bloody through the camera it does not look very steep, but I am working for it a bit. Bit of a scrape there, I don't like that. Ooh. But yeah, so the way that the camera is, it's not too bloody steep. I'm not going to do that, no. Got another bit of a steep section up there. I can see Pat climbing up. I'm going to give him a bit of a gap so I can get a little bit of momentum up. But yeah, it's definitely making us work this track. We've been driving for ages and we're still, I don't know, maybe 10k away from the campsite. So we've got some really steep descents at the moment. I've had to drop into low range. Just to, you know, so I can use the engine brakes a little bit more rather than just taking off, because I am still driving a manual. I think Pat might have dropped into low range, I'm unsure, but he's got an automatic. He can take sort of these descents a little bit easier than I can. But yeah, I don't want to burn out my brakes. I am noticing a couple of issues that I've had with clearance. Just when you get through some of the rough sections, I think my bash plate has clipped some bloody rocks and stuff. Just give me a sec, I've got to talk fast. I've got a section, I believe they call it a switchback, sort of a hairpin. Sorry about the camera being all over the place. My brackets had the absolute shit shaken out of it because of the road. I had to take that very wide because I am still in full drive. But yeah, the climb out's going to be fun. It should be fairly easy. Look, I've had no troubles with the climbing. Obviously I've noticed it, but majority of the climb that we've actually done, I have still done it in high range. And like I said, I've only dropped down to, well, there's water down there. I only dropped down to low range at the moment just to help with a bit of the engine braking. But yeah, we've been driving along for, what, since we first put in low range, we probably did about 6 Ks. And we've only just gotten to a sign that says full drives only along this track. So all the road up to it was a bit of a struggle. I'm a little bit worried about this stretch of road. Yeah, it's a dry weather track only, so that means, and when I've read the reviews and that, apparently it's a pretty steep drop going in, and we've just done some pretty eventful stuff, so we're either going to get in there or we're going to have to turn around, because apparently that stuff that we've just gone through, accessible by regular cars. I guess anything sort of like an automatic you'd get through there pretty easy, I reckon. I struggled being in a manual, just not being able to have gears in the right spots or whatever. But yeah, so far we've done what, 500 metres along the track, and it's decent, but oh, there's a car coming up. Thanks, mate. Yeah, so it's decent. That was a 76 series Land Cruiser. I'm in a stock as a rock, basically, Great Wall V200. So doing a little bit more talking to camera this time because I'm nervous as hell. So as you can tell, we've arrived. I called Mum, hi Mum, about 3:47 when we left our meetup point, which was Macca's at Molonglo Valley. We've just got here about 10 minutes ago. It's currently 20 to 8, so a long drive, a lot of low range. It's quite fun, I enjoyed it. Probably would have not liked to be the car copping all the dust, but I had no idea where I was going. But yeah, it's a very nice camp spot. Quick bit of a look around. Got the water down there, you can hear that all night. Very nice area we have around here. Quiet and peaceful. Rightio, so that's going to wrap up our time at Lowell's Flat Campground. It's a very nice, peaceful spot. I did quite enjoy it. I'd probably recommend if you're going to come here, come for a couple of days just because drive in, and then it's just peaceful enough to stay here for a few days. We're going to work on getting ourselves out of here now. As you can see, we've cleaned up our campsite, everything's good, ready to go, and we're going to head out now. Rightio, so I've just dropped into low range. I'm letting Pat climb his way out first. I've got a little action camera on the dash here. See if I can get some stuff, I don't know. You'll see it obviously if I can. But yeah, let Pat climb out a bit and then I will be going up. Up we go. of a climb. Oh fuck. Not a fan of the scrapes. Another bottom out. Alright, and then I'll put some more on in a bit. This time we're looking at a bit of a... Is that working? Yeah. This time is a descent. So, I think this is the real big one that we came up against. Obviously, we're going to have to still go down it. But, there was one yesterday that we came up and I lost my dash mat. Well, I didn't lose it, but it fell off and hit me. I'm not entirely certain if this is it, but it's pretty steep, so it might be. Ooh. I think this could be it. I can't tell if someone tried to make a chicken track or a more difficult track. This is difficult enough for me, mate. No, that's definitely not a chicken track nor a more difficult track. It's just a wash off. Bloody climbing is a lot easier than bloody going down because I can see where I'm going when I'm climbing. Well, until I get to a crest. And I can see where I'm going while I'm going down, but it's the braking. I've still only got standard brakes. I think it should flatten out a bit soon. I'm not entirely sure where Pat is. I know he's ahead of me. I keep seeing glimpses of him every now and then. But these big drops, well, climb and fall, I let Pat get a bit of a gap so we're not too close to each other. We start flinging up rocks on the climbs, or yeah, just careful while we're braking. I do think that was the real steep one that I lost my dash mat on, because we're coming down into the little stony creek thing. Oh, I don't like that sound. I definitely need to lift this. Well, like a bloody milk. I'm glad I didn't drink milk this morning, but I feel like I'm currently a milkshake myself. This is probably going to be a long, well, it's definitely going to be a longer video than usual because of the 4 driving parts, but there's going to be a lot of not talking, I guess, because I'm just hanging on, mate. I know there are a few sections where we got to get a little bit of speed up yesterday, but not entirely certain where they are. We've had one section go through, because I think it was about 20 k's to get out from where we were, and obviously the maps say we're going to do it in about 50 something minutes, but we're averaging about 10k an hour, so it's probably going to cost us around 2 hours to travel that 20k. But I'm having fun. It's a nice drive. Like, I can't see much, there's just trees and stuff everywhere, but it's adventurous, this drive. I'm in low range, I'm climbing along. It's pretty good. I think we're coming up to a section of what they call switchbacks. So we might see if we can get some of that on camera, rather than just to stand it up and down. I'm not certain. Yeah, I think we are. Buddy, not bad for a little 2 litre. I actually don't know if we are coming up this direction. Oh no! Sorry guys! Sorry guys! Yeah, see, my mount isn't great and a bit of a problem for you guys because you're probably going to keep falling over. But I've only got the one facing me is, oh, there goes my dash mat. The one facing me is only going because so I can add voice to the footage of going up the hill. Because otherwise it'll just be pretty like probably boring me talking. But yeah, these are switchbacks. I need to velcro my dash mat down. That camera that'll be watching me go up is probably going all over the place. The camera that's watching me's falling down. Oh. See, it felt like yesterday we did a lot of going down, so I'll have a lot of climbing to do today. But I know there was still a lot of sections yesterday where we went down because we seemed to get close to the bottom of like a valley, and then I had to climb back up, and I knew we were going to water, which is deep in a valley. It's just a long up and down. If you could come flying along here, it'd be a 10-minute drive, but you can't come flying along here. So it's a 2-hour drive. There we go. So it's not all real bad up and down. So you get your sections through this where you can gain a little bit of speed. I'm not gonna because I still need to climb up out of here. And then we just continue along. I'm by no means an expert. If anything, I'm a novice at this. So I am, for the most part, making it up as I go along. I've done some forward driving before, but I've always had my old man for that. Whereas, so Pat and I are both sort of novices at this, but it's not difficult stuff. It is mostly just up and down, but it's slow, it's tedious. But I'm having fun doing it. I'm starting to hurt a little bit from the shaking around, but no, we're still climbing, so it's when we stop climbing that it's a problem. Yeah, so this is a spot where we're back up near a top section, but I know I'll have to go way back down again and then up again, because as we were coming in yesterday, there's a lot of, oh look, we're getting close to the bottom, and then as soon as you got anywhere near bottom sort of area, you started climbing again. So this was a climb, so there'd be another bottom section to go through, I reckon. I don't know if all of this is going to make it in. I'll probably edit some of it out because it's a bit long, but yeah, I can't really reach over and turn the camera off at the moment because I'm focusing on my driving. So I'll keep talking in case I decide to leave it in there. It's a bit of a longer video, you know. Maybe I shouldn't have had breakfast. Yeah. I can feel the eggs turning into scrambled eggs. And like, it's a well taken care of track too. Like, they obviously have a grader come through here, which, I don't know, maybe a grader is the ultimate off-road vehicle because they're going through all of this crap while working. But, we're still getting it done. Alright, that's probably a nice enough section. Oh, hang on, I'll see what's coming up a bit. Because I won't bore you to tears with just long bits of driving, but there's something interesting coming up. I don't want to turn it off on you. Yeah, I probably could have turned it off. I don't know. Switch back. This isn't as steep as the last one though. Alright, I'll probably get to the top of this and then I'll turn him off for a bit, eh? Ooh. Probably a lot easier if I wasn't bloody hit on the heavier side. I wouldn't be shaking or anything like that. haven't seen Pat for a bit, so he must be still doing alright. And I think this is the last little climb, and then it'll get a bit easier for definitely much easier going up these than it was coming down them. I know, another switchback. I wouldn't be surprised if these aren't what they call them switchbacks, and then I just look like an idiot, but I just call them fucking hairpins. Sorry for my language. It's bloody hot. I wish I had some aircon. It's not hot as in it's just really high temperature. It's hot as in there's not much air flowing through here, and it's warming me up a little bit. We got another one by the looks of that. All this dust and stuff they got around here. It's a dry weather track for a reason, because you wouldn't do this. I mean, you'd do it in the wet, like very doable in the wet, but I reckon you'd damage the track too much. So I reckon I agree with them with it being a dry weather track only. Alright, I might turn you off for a little bit now, and I'll catch you again in a bit. So here I am, I'm back home after another great trip away. This car put in a hell of an effort. I've got a few dings on the bash plate under there, some of the cross members around that area, got some scratches on it because it hasn't got the hugest amount of clearance, but covered in dust, worked hard, but it got the job done. It was a good trip. I quite enjoyed that. Here's the driver's side of the canopy. I've got pull-out pantry there, got my swag and chair tucked in there. Twin, I believe these are 900 drawers. Gonna be rubbish in here. That's my lights and my camera gear. 12 volt batteries over that side there. Passenger side, I got the fridge, little storage thing on the front of it. That's a 700 drawer. Max Track's tucked in there. Table and my rooftop tent ladder goes in the back there. That's a box of tacos. There's 12 volt stuff there. That just set up for this weekend. Almost nothing has been done to it. I just made it so I could run the fridge while I go away. Then on the back here I got some emergency water. I just pulled that out of the stream at the campsite. That's my dishwasher, so all my dishes are in there. Shake around a bit. I'll have to pull them out now that I'm home. And just a fishing bucket with bits and bobs in there. But yeah, this car put in a hell of an effort, and I'm quite proud of it. Righto, thanks for joining us on this trip, and thanks for joining us through 2024. I hope you have enjoyed it. I will be back next year, posting every month hopefully. But for that one, that's going to do us. So as always, I'll see you down the road.